I'm Ratna Bhushan, friend motivator and guide to IAS aspirant, international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, CEO, coach, political strategist, and policy advisor. Police Public Order Central Cadre under J&K Lieutenant Governor. The Union Home Minister on the Friday notified new rules for administrations in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir that specify the function of Lieutenant Governor and the Council of Ministers. According to the Transactions of Business Rule, Police, Public Order, All India Services, Anti-Corruption were fall under the executive functions of the Lieutenant Governor, implying that the Chief Minister or the Council of Ministers will have no say in their functioning. The rules are notified by Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla said the proposals are matters which affect or likely to affect peace and tranquility or the interest of any minority community. The scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and the backward classes shall essentially be submitted to the Lieutenant Governor through Chief Secretary under intimations to the Chief Minister before issuing any order. The Council of Ministers, led by CM, will decide service matters of all India Services Officers, proposal to impose new tax, land revenue, sell, grant or lease of government property, reconstituting departments or offices, and draft legislation. However, in case of difference of opinion between the Lieutenant Governor and Minister, when no agreement could be reached even after a month, the decision of the Lieutenant Governor shall be deemed to have been accepted by the Council of Ministers. The rules. On August 6, 2019, Parliament read down Article 370 of the Constitution revoking the special status of J&K and bifurcated and downgraded the state into the Union Territory J&K and Ladakh, with the former having a legislative assembly. Realism should shape India's China policy. Jaishankar bats for peace in new book. Getting India's China policy right will be critical to India's prospect, and doing so will require going beyond the traditional assumptions, as Central External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in new book. Indian assessment of China rise and the gap in the comprehensive national power should be objective about its prospect in comparison. But at the same time, where tested, it is essential to stand one's ground, argues Mr. Jaishankar, The India Way, a book. The India Way, the book that will be released on September 4, Turning Point. The chapter of the book analyzes in detail the twists and turns in the history of India's relation with China and the road ahead of the relationship, and makes the case for neighborhood to seek an equilibrium as they manage their respective right. Mr. Jaishankar, a former secretary, was in India's longest serving ambassador to China for 4 years, starting 2009. Drawing on his time in China, he described 2009 as the turning point in India's current rise, when the combinations of the global financial crisis, a change in the US administration, and the consequences of Iraq war now no longer made it necessary to hide its light. Malayalam film chosen for Moscow Film Festival. Malayalam film 1956. Madaya Thiru Vethamkur, directed by Don Palathara, has been chosen for screening at the 42nd edition of Moscow International Film Festival to held in October. Films such as Adore Gopalakrishnan. The film, set around the themes of the migrations and human-animal conflict, is Don's third work. It debuted in 2015 with Savam, a dark attire set in the household where someone has died. He has continued with the experimental streak in his second film, Vithu, as well as latest one. High Court, SC stage airing of the show in the Muslim conspiracy. The Delhi court on the Friday staged the airing of the show titled Bindas Bol that would have been aired at 8 p.m. on Friday on Sudarshan News. The show's trailer claimed Muslims are engaged in conspiracy to infiltrate the civil services. Justice Naveen Chawla passed the interim decisions after some former and current students of Jamia Millia Islamia approached the court with an urgent petition to stay the airing of the program. The trailer of the show, shared on August 25 by Sudarshan Chavanke, editor-in-chief of the Sudarshan News, has gone viral on social media. During the hearing, the central government told the High Court that the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has received several complaints about the show and the notice had been issued to Sudarshan News. The High Court also issued notice to Sudarshan News and Mr. Chow Han-ke issued the case for the further hearing on September 7. It ordered the ministry to decide on the notice issue in the meantime and the place decision before the court. National well-being and the counts that matter. Since India's crimes data recording system is not built to capture subtitles, we do not know that what proportions of the pregnancy in India part of without the consent of the women, even though the veil of the marriage may cover it legally and culturally, while physical and mental violence can be ascertained by a sensitive clinician. The intergenerational impact of the regretful and the anxiety-loaded pregnancy is inadequately quantified by current clinical or epidemiological tools. Measuring the tracking matters of import is critical to individual, community, as well as national well-being. Parameters that are valuable. If we equally value all Indians, we should not stick to decennial census operations along the count ourselves way to go on the line that we can sort it and address in the political economy.